Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you 4 different highly effective ways of applying beads on your hair, especially on your twist or on your braids. So the first method is using a bead applicator. There are different sizes of bead applicators. Some are large, meaning they can hold from 10 to 15 beads at once, and then some are small and usually hold around 2 to 6 beads. The size that you choose matters because not only does it determine how many beads you can load at once, but it also affects how easy it is to apply them on your hair. So the first thing that you need to do is to take your beads and slide them into the applicator through the tip. So the beads go on the hole first, sliding right onto that long rod. Now in my case, I only wanted to apply 2 beads, so instead of using the big one, I just used the smaller hook applicator. So I already prepared 4 small twists on my hair. The size of the twist is also very important when working with beads. If your twists are too thick or if your braids are too thick, the beads won't simply fit. And if they're too thin, they might not hold well and they might also pull your hair. So what I like to do is to just take one bead, look at the whole size, and then compare it to the thickness of my twist to make sure that it matches. Once the beads are loaded onto the applicator, you will notice it has a hook, a very large hook at the end, and the hook is what will grab your twist or your braid or your hair. You take the hook and you slide it under and through the twist to just like grab the hair, and then you hold the hair firmly and simply push the beads up the applicator onto the twist. You'll see that once the beads slide past the tip and onto the twist, they are on already, just like that. And now to secure the beads, at the bottom of the beads, you have 2 options. You can use a piece of the hair from the twist itself to just loop and tuck around the last bead to lock it, or you can use a small rubber band. I personally recommend these small snag-free elastic bands because they don't break and they don't pull or tear the ends of your hair. So the second method is to use a crochet hook. The important thing is the size of the hook too. The hook has to be small enough to pass through the bead hole. So what you need to do is to open the hook first. You want the latch open when you're putting the beads on it, and then you slide your beads onto the stem of the crochet hook, just like with the bead applicator. Now what I'm going to do is to take the latch hook and hook it onto the twist. Make sure you grab enough here so that it does not slip, and after that make sure you close the latch. This is very important. If the latch is open, the beads won't slide smoothly. Now just push your beads up the hook, over the latch and onto the twist, and they go right on. Secure it at the bottom again, either with your hair or with a rubber band. This method is great if you already have crochet hooks around, which many of us do. Just want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. You're welcome to the family. Here we share natural hairstyles, natural hair care, all things natural hair. Now moving on to the third method. On this one, we're going to use the bobby pin method. I love it because it is simple, fast and extremely accessible. Almost everyone already has a bobby pin in their hair drawer. So if you look at your bobby pin, there is one end that looks like a V and then the other end looks like a closed loop. So we're going to use the closed loop as our hook. Insert that closed end into the twist. Pull it through just a bit. Now take your beads and slide them onto the open end of the bobby pin. 1 bead, 2 beads, however you may want. You can apply them that way, but I prefer to apply 1 bead at a time. Once the beads are on the bobby pin, simply push them up the pin and onto the twist, and after that you can secure them at the bottom. So if your twist is not too thick, you can put the entire twist through the bobby pin, not just half of it or a part of it. This makes the process even faster. Now let's talk about the no to emergency method. I can't find anything and I need to go method. We're going to use the pointed end of a red tail comb. So for this method, first slightly twist and tighten the end of your hair, your twist, your braid, just to make it narrow and smooth. And then after that, you insert the end directly into the bead wall. Just push it into the bead hole, just push it in. Now you take your red tail comb and hook the twist and hold the bead steady while you pull the twist through the bead gently. Once the twist is through, just pull it with your hands to finish sliding the bead down. Secure it and you're done. This method is great when traveling, running late, or when every tool magically disappears, which we all know happens sometimes. So those are the 4 different methods of applying beads on afro hair, on braids, on twist: bead applicator, crochet hook, bobby pin, red tail comb method. Whether you love accessories for everyday styles, protective styles, kids hairstyles, or just adding something cute and expressive to your hair, now you have multiple options depending on the tools you have on hand. If you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful, don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe for more natural hair guides, styling tutorials, and growth tips. Thanks for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.